Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today in this video, we will learn a very useful concept in a networking called as a Ether channel. So what is Ether channel, why we use it and how it works. So we will see one by one all in simple terms. So let's begin. So first of all, the definition, what is Ether channel? Ether channel is a technology that allows you to combine multiple physical Ethernet links into one logical link. And also Ether channel is known by the different names also. So it is also called as a lag means link aggregation group. Also in some industries it is called by link aggregation, and also in servers in a Windows or Linux we named it by NIC teaming. Okay, so where Ether channel is used, Ether channel can be used in both layer 2 data link layer and also in layer 3 network configurations. But most commonly, it is useful in a layer 2 networks for a link aggregation. So you have heard about aggregation and segregation. So aggregation means combining the links, and segregation means dividing. Okay, so if I show you by the diagrams, so I have taken two switches here. So generally for combining the connecting the switches, we use cables. Okay, so right now I'm taking the two cables here. So why I have taken two cables here? So as you can see, one cable I am using for carrying the traffic, and second cable also I am used as a backup purpose. So, you might have heard about the concept of STP. So, STP stands for Spanning Tree Protocol. And in by using this protocol, one port, one cable always remains up or in active state, and the other ports are remains in a block state to avoid the network traffic. Means if there are multiple links are there in between the two switches, then it blocks the other links to avoid the network loops, and also means to uh, avoid the broadcast storms between the switches. So that's why STP always keeps one link as active and it blocks the other links to avoid the network loops. So why Ether channel is used then? So as I told you, Ether channel is a technology. Basically, it combines means it bundles the multiple physical Ethernet links into one single logical link. So if you can see here, I have used two cables here. So if I add more cables also here, if I use the four cables here, and you can see here, uh, one by one, all the links are becoming turning into the green. Right now, you can see these two ports are also into the orange color. If I just fast forward it, and you can see here, one links always remains active, and other links are remains into the block state due to the STP. But if I applied Ether channel here, then all the links will be worked or act as a single Ether channel links. And suppose there is another diagram here. So in this case, I have applied Ether channel in both the switches. So after forming an Ether channel, so all these ports will be bundled into the single links and they will act as a single links. So STP will also assume this as a one link only, not a four links. So there is a no chances of blocking any of the port. So that is the advantage of the uh, Ether channel. Okay, so if I show you the benefits of Ether channel, so first is that it has a high speed. It combine the links for a more bandwidth. Means you can see here I have used four cables for connecting between the two switches. So means suppose one link has a speed of 1 Gbps. Okay, so by combining these four links means 1 Gbps into 4, so you will get a 4 Gbps speed by using a ether channel. All these four links will become turn into the 4 Gbps speed, so you will get a 4 Gbps speed throughput, more bandwidth. So that is the main advantage of that you will get a high speed. Second thing is that it is a reliable, means link stays up even if one cable fails. Means even from the four cable, if any one of the link goes down, means suppose first cable it is in the up stage and the remaining states are in a block state. So if I just delete one cable, so you can see right now remaining three ports are in a block state as of now. But after some time, one link will again become into the green color and remaining two ports will be in a block state. Suppose if I just fast forward it, so you can see from the three ports, one port becomes active again for carrying the traffic and other remaining two ports are in a block state for to due to the STP. In means if even means in ether channel also means uh if I just uh, remove any cable here, then also uh, they will treat as a single link after bundling and the link will remains up means even I've cut the or remove the other two links also, then also this ether channel will stays up, means this link never goes down. So that is the advantages of the forming the ether channel. So as I told you, link stays up even if one cable fails, and also it is efficient, means it avoids the blocking ports due to STP. Means one port always remains up and other ports will be in a block state. And forming the after forming the ether channel also, it avoids the blocking. And also it is easy to manage, means it treats like a one link instead of four links. Now there are different types of ether channel, three main types, that is static, PAgP and LACP. Static means in this on mode is used, means you have to configure manually this mode on both the sides. In this case, no negotiation happens, and they always try to forming an ether channel. And they always use when you want a manual control. Second type is PAgP or LACP. LACP. PAgP means Port Aggregation Protocol, means it is a Cisco proprietary and means it is useful in the Cisco devices only, and it negotiates automatically. It works only between the Cisco devices. If I show here, suppose these are the two Cisco devices, Cisco switches. So, and if I applied a PAGP protocol here, then you can form ether channel between these two Cisco devices. So for that, one condition is required, that you need two modes, auto and desirable. So what are these two auto and desirable mode? To forming and ether channel on one end, if we configure desirable mode, and on other end also if I configure desirable mode, then you can form an ether channel, because desirable is always ready to form an ether channel. They always ready to negotiate. So that's why they can form an ether channel. And other condition is that if you configure desirable mode on one end and auto mode on other end, then also you can form an ether channel, because desirable is always ready to negotiate, and but auto is just wait for other channels or other mode to form an ether channel. So auto says that if you are ready, then I am also ready to form an ether channel. So in this case also desirable and auto mode ether channel can form it. But on the both the side, if it is auto mode is configured, then ether channel cannot form because ether channel auto mode says that they ready or they wait for the other channels. If other side is ready to form an ether channel, then only they form an ether channel. But here on the both side auto mode is there, so they cannot form an ether channel. So in this case, it is possible to form an ether channel. In this case, also possible to form an ether channel. But in this case, it is not possible to form an ether channel. It is possible. In this case, also possible. And in third case, if no auto mode on both sides, then it is not possible. So that is the conditions or use case of using the LACP. Third, another mode, another type of the LACP, that is uh, LACP means Link Aggregation Control Protocol. It is industry standard IEEE 802.3 AD. Standard means it is useful in a Cisco as well as non-Cisco devices. Suppose I am taking a two uh, devices, two switches. One switch is of Cisco and another switch I am using of a Juniper. Then you can configure Ether channel. Suppose first one is a Cisco, another one is a Juniper brand. Then you can form here LACP protocol. So for that also one condition is required, that as I told you here, uh, passive and active mode is required for to form an Ether channel by using LACP protocol. In a PAgP, desirable and auto mode is required, and here in LACP, you need an active and passive mode. If I configured active mode on one side and passive mode on other side, then you can form an Ether channel because active is ready to form an Ether channel and passive is wait for other side to form an Ether channel. If I configured active on both the sides, then also you can form an Ether channel. Okay. And if I configured passive on both the side, then it cannot form an Ether channel because as I told you, passive they are generally wait for other side to form an Ether channels, and so they never form Ether channel between this by using this passive mode. So in this case, if I write here, if active and passive on each end, then it is possible. If I use active on both sides, then also possible. If I use passive on both sides, then it is not possible. So that is the case of LACP. And also last thing, that where it is used. So LACP is this Ether channel basically used in between the switches. So as I told you, I have taken two switches here. So you can use any two switches, means brand switches, Cisco or any non-Cisco brand. Also, you can configure Ether channel between the switches and the routers. Also in core switches or L3 switches or core routers. And also you can configure the Ether channel in a data centers also for to getting the high speed link. Okay, so that's about the Ether channels, and I hope you understand about the Ether channels and its types and where it is used. And if you like this video, please do hit like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thanks for watching.